For dysgraphic students, handwriting is very difficult. It would be like the rest of us having to do geometry all day. So it's important to have break time and to make as many accommodations as you can. For example, with handwriting assignments, we just focus on the handwriting. I discovered when I tried to have him pay attention to his spelling and pay attention to the grammar and pay attention to which direction the words go, and then try to do a lesson on punctuation and the titles, it was ridiculous. So we have to chunk up the lessons. The first thing I had him do was write a poem, and this one was about fall. And instead of just writing out the poem, he told me his poem and I wrote it on the chalkboard. And now he is an older student, so then he was able to copy the poem from the chalkboard to the paper. Now he thought he was just writing a poem, but the whole purpose of this was for him to practice writing from the board to his paper. That seems easy, but it was a very difficult skill that we had to work on, and I've talked to other dysgraphic moms and they said the same thing. So what we did on this was, for the first day, he simply copied the poem he had written, that I had written on the board, onto this paper. Now, the second day, we came back to this, and I said, okay, we're going to talk about capital letters. And we have a capital poster over there. And he went through it bit by bit. And the first thing on capitals is you capitalize titles. So he went and made sure his title was capitalized. Then we learned that the beginning of the sentences are capitalized. This one, missed that one. This one and this one. And then we learned about commas at the end of poems. And we added our commas and our exclamation points, and we made sure they were appropriate. If you want, the next day, if you want to, you can go back and do the spellings. I don't usually he catches these, so you figure out how exhausted your child is. You can tell by this poem he had gotten kind of tired at the end of the day. So we focused on what was needed first. The G had to hang low. The B and the D's we looked for. And what else did we look for? You can just adjust what you need to. You'll notice red, yellow, and brown. We corrected the B. Yellow I didn't tackle because I was just happy that he had used his phonics. So it's important not to frustrate them, and don't throw everything at them at once. Chunk up the lessons.